So this is the thing. This week I've got a boil on my backside that's the size of a Bucky's nugget. They won't reveal my Valium prescription until next Thursday, and I'm about ready to kill that louse of a husband of mine. But other than that, my week's going just great. How are you doing?
Do you want to keep? Do you want to?
Do you want to kiki? Do you want to kiki? Cult wanna kiki, cult wanna kiki, cult wanna kiki, 1, 2, 3. Cult wanna kiki, cult wanna kiki, cult. Okay, that's enough.
But I'm just coming off of doing 4 Pride events here in Austin that happened in Texas rather, that happened in June. And all I can say is, with no disrespect to our forefathers and foremothers, I wish they had thrown that brick in December and did us all a favor, because it was hella hot out here.
Well, Miss Kitty, what do you think so far of season 6? Do you like these campers?
Oh my gosh, I'm just so gagged. And I tell you, Hillary, I was so glad that I got to jump in on this episode, because it was just so much fun. I was like, the theme, I was like, okay, this could be hella cute. And it was. I was honestly expecting to be disappointed by some of the looks, but everybody brought their A game. It was super fun. When I thought of circus, I immediately thought of ringmaster. Duh. But then so many people stepped outside of that, and even the ones who did choose to do ringmaster, I think, brought something a little extra to it. So I'm just thrilled with all these new campers. I think they're campy as hell. I think they're fun. Of course, they're not as great as season 2, but who can?
Of course.
No, I'm kidding.
Like you say, I think we're so happy that you were able to join us on the Cult Wannakiki, because you used to have your new review where you reviewed Camp Wannakiki. So I always love to include you, just so we can have our piece of kitty. Everyone loves you.
Now, I am one of the OGs. That stands for old grandma. And I do appreciate the fact that y'all have carried on the tradition and, in fact, improved upon it. I just think it's so great that you all share this love for camp that we
totally have. And Clinica can't be here because, very sad note, their poor grandmother passed away this weekend.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
So we needed everyone's favorite grandmother, Miss Kitty Literary DX.
They let me out of the nursing home to do this. My condolences to Clinica and their loved ones and family. That's terrible.
Yes. Aside from the joke, of course, send your love to Clinica. They're going through it. So send them some love. Let's get into it. So first of all, they start with their little skit, and it's a little phone call from Hunky Teddy Bear. What do you think?
Oh, well, you know me, I'm a sucker for a hairy man, and that was some trade going on right there. I love me Ranger Danger, but also a little fur now and then is a great dental floss and something nice to curl up next to in the wintertime. So
it's good for dental hygiene. Very good for dental teeth.
That part.
And they're looking for a big top. Have you been looking for a big top lately?
Yeah, but I don't think you're going to find one at Camp Wannakiki, real team.
No. They decided to switch into 2 teams again, but different teams from episode 1. And they chose the 2 group leaders. It was Patty and Unique, who were at the top last week. Did you have any choosing team situations on your season?
Not really, although I have to say that I related with the person who got chose last this time, because I was like, that was always me in school, Okay, we're going to get this person, this person, this person. And they're like, well, I guess if we have to take her, sure, come on over here.
Yeah, poor Stevie Phoenix.
For Stevie as much, but I did feel the moment. I was like, yeah, hashtag relatable.
Stevie Phoenix gets chosen last. It was very relatable moment for me on my season. Clinica and I had to choose teams for our puppet show. And I had to choose who was going to be the last chosen because I had the first pick. So poor Flapjack, I didn't choose, and they've hated me forever.
Well, why hold a grudge when you can like just dig into that sucker and milk it for all it's worth? Well, and this is the thing about all I think feel with all of the games or whatnot, that it's a little bit of not so much who wins or loses, but how you play the game and how campy you are in doing it. So for me, I had more fun watching all the one-liners and zingers and antics, physical comedy and whatnot that people were presenting, as opposed to whether they, actually won or lost.
Yeah, no, the dart game I thought was fun. I was impressed with the setup with the balloons and everything they had. The ring toss I thought was, ring toss on those bottles, that's such a hard game.
Oh, trust, I know.
Like, I was amazed that Ivana got one on the bottle. So, like, good for you, Ivana. Like,
can't even get a ring around my finger, let alone get one on the bottle. So, good on me.
And then cornhole. Have you cornholed before?
Well, I live in Texas, so it's kind of it's a hobby.
A few times. And then the cream pie, of course, we were talking about. That was a messy one. I mean, ooh.
It really was. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that I got creamed in the face, but with a DDF attached, I don't know.
But my favorite one was actually the hot dog eating competition. And I swear, I feel like they should have just done hot dogs for everybody. It was so good.
Well, yeah, and having seen those actual competitions on TV before, when I saw the picture of water there, that was my first thought was, well, obviously they're going to be dunking those in from the get-go. And I think that one of them did that, and then the other one waited a little while. But I was laughing just at the fact how they finally just were snatching them off each other's plates, throwing them on the ground. And it would have been a real gag if someone had picked one up off the ground and ate it. But,
So it's the Big Top badge, Cirque du Soleil, as Ruthie says. And, what would you be looking for a circus type look? I would be looking for a performance, because what is the circus but a place to perform, right?
And that's the thing. And I think some people really got that right as far as giving a reveal, or in the case of like Stevie, there was props, there was tricks going on, there was a lot happening there. And I think quite a few of the campers took that note and ran with it. And I think circus actually is a little tricky, because these days there's some things that probably aren't PC to do. And like I said, Ringmaster being an obvious go-to.
Yeah.
I was glad to see that somebody stepped outside of that and did some different characters from the circus.
Yeah. There was some interesting characters, no less than 4 clowns.
Yeah. Well, at Camp Wannakiki, everybody's out at the end of the day.
I mean, technically 10 clowns, but...
Right.
Who do we have? I've got Rip'em, the sexy clown from Canada.
Rip'em was the sexy clown, yes. So for me, first of all, hashtag clown fetish. I'm there for it. Anyone that comes on stage with a flogger, I'm already, enjoying the party. I did like the fact that it was true to their aesthetic and their character as far as being a little burlesque. Both of my drag children, well, 2 of them at least, come from the burlesque world, so I can appreciate that. Yeah, I liked the makeup. I liked the hat. The boobage was very cute. My only critique, and it's a minor one, was the fact that the lingerie was a little simple. It's like once you got past the upper torso, you basically had black lingerie, which was fine and for your character. I think that as soon as they walked out, I was like, ooh, sexy. And that was my first thought. So other than maybe stoning the lingerie, I thought it was pretty much a perfect look. I guess I think I went with a 4.
I'm going to give it a 4 amps of sound as well, because performance definitely plays into it. I mean, standing on their head like that, everything you said. I agree with everything you said. I really love the color story, the black with the white with the red. It's really simple. It also gives a bit of a nod to Canada. So I love that narrative for obvious reasons, self-serving.
Well, of course, and nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I could see that look at a fetish bowl. I could see that look at on a burlesque stage. I could see that look at a lot of places. So I quite liked it.
Next, I've got Stevie Phoenix, our little peanut.
Oh, see, this was one of my tops for me. As soon as they came out, I'm a peanut. The voice alone was just hilarious, and then the reveal and the story that went with it. Stevie's paint is so on point; it's ridiculous. I got really close up into the screen to look, and I was just like, it was flawless. He is doing that. The ringmaster thing, the peanut fantasy of being part of the circus and all that.
The juggling.
Oh, everything. The tricks, the props, it was all there for me. This one was right with God, so I said 5 Camp to Camp.
I'm going to have to agree with you. Stevie Phoenix gets 5 Camp to Camp for me too. He took the performance over to the next level. He cracked out of his shell. I mean, it was just over the top. It was a full ringmaster performance. And he stoned those tights.
Right. And we got a Riley Poppy Seed reference in there.
I know. He showed Riley Poppy Seed everything he knows. So
Riley Poppy Seed. Hi, Riley.
Riley. I mean, what else is there to say about Stevie's look other than it's fantastic? The performance was fantastic. It was great. I love to see such a friggin' talented drag king on the show right now.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think they're going to be one to watch out for. He's got it going on.
Ivana Pizza coming out as this little, I don't know, server moment. Got a giant crazy fascinator on her head. She is out there, out in left field. What do you think?
Oh, she is, but I'm absolutely fascinated and obsessed with all of it, because here's the thing for me. Justice for arts and crafts drag, first off. The thing for me is what I am reminded of when I see them is the Coquettes, which was a San Francisco drag troupe from back in the 70s. If you don't know about them, look it up. But it was that kind of style that was also like Radical Fairies, Burners, that kind of thing. I'm just obsessed with that kind of drag, and for that reason, I did quite like it. I agreed that once you got past the headpiece, which was the showstopper, then the rest of the look was a little basic. Maybe what I would have done was tied in some more food, like as a belt or a necklace or something, a pretzel necklace. I don't know, just something to continue the fantasy or something. But I thought that it was very cute. I'm obsessed with this drag performer, and I went with 4 amps.
That's awesome. I am going to be going with 3 amps, and it's because I think Ivana could have given us a little more of a performance, because I don't know, I just wanted her, if she's gonna be the server lady coming out and taking our order for peanuts, I just wanted that moment where she's coming, who wants the nuts? Who wants the chuck nuts? And like handing stuff. And it was a prop moment. It was a missed prop moment for me.
Fair. But I did see the Sugar Bakers and Ruthie, as they were describing what the foods were, whatever, they were just kind of we're good. You can just stay over there. So.
Oh yeah, no, the prop is good. It's always more is more, and I need.
Yeah, I agree. That's
But otherwise, I think it's gorgeous. Like, I love this style of drag. Where else are you going to see this style of drag on a platform like that?
Somebody who does like the hot glue gun thing and sews and all of that. I'm kind of here for that.
Up next, I've got Martina Brookshire coming out as a crazed clown on an enslaved element, whipping it with chains.
Ooh, ooh.
What do you think? What's your take?
Okay. Ooh, so I'm torn on this one, and I'm not. I love you, Martina, but I'm gonna keep it 100% as I do, and say that. First of all, what I need to say is that when a drag performer is able to take something that they feel very strongly about and bring that out onto the runway as a statement, that's high art. So I appreciated that. The thing is, I felt it was almost a little too on the nose, or on the trunk, as it may be, because so here's the thing, like with Cruella de Vil, they're a camp icon, but we don't actually see them skinning the puppies. So when Martina first came out, I'm that dork that laughs at those little inflatable costumes with somebody in them. I just think it's a funny side gag. I find that hilarious, actually. But my initial giggling started to go into like, ooh, as I heard more of the story and looked at the details of the costume with the bloody tusk and this and that, and the slow-mo edit of them whipping the elephant wasn't doing them any favors either. So how I would have done it differently maybe was to come out as like this sad little elephant and be like, look, my life used to be a happy one, but then I went to the circus and thought it was going to be fun, and these people treated me poorly. I wasn't fed well. I was abused. So I'm packing my trunk and getting on out of here. That way.
Well, Martina is the villain of the season with that villainous laugh, so maybe she wanted to put it to use.
I don't know, but I think that would have gave the audience more of a chance to breathe and still got the message out there. But that being said,
it was a bit of a downer. It was like a wah-wah. It was like, ooh, I don't know if we want to see this on TV.
Well, but then again, like I said, I appreciate the fact that they did bring out that message. But I will say, once, like the judges said, once you got past the inflatable part of the costume, the rest of it was a little simple. I was getting like Gina Martina Goes to the Rodeo, because with the black bob and kind of the white clown face with the big red mouth. I don't know. I was in that Dina Martina moment or whatever. But I do love her as a performer, and kudos for getting a message out there. And because of that, I still went with 4 amps.
4 amps. Oh, well, you're going to be nicer than me. I'm giving her 3. Because I think the clown look, I've been looking at references and I'm like, I think the clown look could just be better. It like, where's the red now? Like, it's kind of circus clown, but I just want more than a shake and go wig and just more. Like, cause like the elephant thing is so like store bought. I like the message, so there's a performative element. So I'm not giving it like 2, but like I think it's a 3 for me.
Okay.
I just want the clown to look better. Up next, we've got Patty Bure coming out as this sequin lady who's, I guess, running away to the circus, and then she turns into this, I don't know, circus showgirl.
Well, I was so glad that there was a reveal, because initially I was confused when they walked out onto stage. I was getting Mrs. Howe from Gilligan's Island or something. I was like, who is this character or whatever? And then all of a sudden there was this like sickening reveal into this circus performer or whatever, going along with the story. I thought it was fantastic. And here's the thing about Patty. I guess my one critique, and it's not really a critique, is the fact that they're so beautiful. Like, that makeup is just, they are painted for the gods. Just beautiful. I love the face. I'm getting like a young Jessica Lange. I don't know. There's just something very beautiful there. And I thought that once the initial costume came off, that the other one was just so eye-popping, I thought it was fantastic. And I was getting like Vegas vibes from it. I really liked it. So this was a 5 for me.
Yes. That's really good. I'm kind of between 4 and 5, and I'm trying to decide
Okay.
which one I want to give. Um, I just think the story could have been amped just a little bit further, because I think she was going into this direction of a lady who runs away to the circus, which is such a trope.
Sure.
But I just wanted a little bit more. Also, she's not changing up her makeup from her DDF at all. Like, I've gorgeous makeup, love her beat, but I just want to see something different.
And this is the thing with Patty is that I get there's a little bit of reserved there, if that makes
Right.
sense. She's so polished and so
Oh yes.
that I'd almost like to see her mess it up for an episode and just be that messy kind of crazy girl or whatever.
What do you think? Should I give her a 4 or a 5, Katie?
I'm gonna say just for the reveal alone, I would have said a 5.
All right, Patty. You had 2 outfits. You get an extra point. You get to keep your streak. 10 out of 10, Patty. 5 amps to Tampa. You better change your makeup up, girl. Up next, we've got Lulu Crystals as a take on Super Dave Osborne, Evel Knievel, shooting out of a cannon. I love this look. I love it. 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 It fits so good. She brought like a retractable cannon device. So out of the box. She's got a helmet.
So this is probably where, people have been waiting for me to say something bad or negative about one of the outfits. And this is where I do not do that because of the fact it was just fierce. I was like, they came out, there was the whole canon thing going on, and then the reveal into that jumpsuit. And can we talk about how right the fit of that jumpsuit was? I mean, it was just clinging to every surface. The shape was right. The boobage, all of that was happening for me. And I immediately thought Evel Knievel, which they later did mention. So the reference was there. I just loved everything about this. And the personality so bubbly too. I said a 5.
It was great. Performance was there. You got 5 out of 5 amps from me too, Lulu. Just amazing. Next, I've got Unique New York as Scotty the Clown. I mean, have you ever seen a brown-nosed clown before?
Girl. I hollered out the gate with Scotty the Clown. Okay, I just hollered. So this is a thing. Yes, I think this person is just insane, and I'm living for every minute of it. I thought the wig was right. I loved the story. I guess my only critique, if there was one, was the fact that I did feel that the clown part of the costume was a little simple, but I appreciated the body positivity story, and I was curious about the fact that they were barefoot on stage, and I didn't know if that was a choice or part of the character. Probably how I would have done it differently was taken some of those poop things, I don't know what they were made out of, and made them into like house shoes or slippers, wore them out onto stage, and then pulled them off as the gag and rolled around on them. I don't know. Just the bare feet, I was kind of like, well, that was a choice. Okay. I wasn't mad about it. I did notice that there was some splattering there. Also, what they could have did was maybe a boa made out of like toilet paper and then splattered that as well, just to make that extra part of the costume pop a little more and add something to it. But yeah, I thought it was quite hilarious. The dedication to rolling around all over the stage, the antics. I went with a 4.
Yes. No, I think you're totally on point. This performance of this was so good. The story, a brown-nosed clown, a shit-eating clown. I mean, that's just so gross. And I've heard of them before, but my goodness. Yeah, I guess you're right with the shoes. I love these giant Astro puffs too. And the body positivity. I don't know. Maybe I'm being crazy, but I'm giving this a 5 also. I just freaking love clowns. And like, I'm so overwhelmed by some of these people. 5 amps. The makeup. Like, she is showing some skill. Ugh.
And just the person in general, the personality just for me is just so much fun to watch. I'm there for all of the shenanigans that are happening there.
Up next, we've got Hanna-Barbera as the strongman. I mean, this is like, I'm obsessed with this. This is a drag king look, the male breastplate, the elephant trunk reveal. So good. I love it. And so unexpected from Hannah, too, because you expect her to be an animal every time. I mean, she is an animal. She's a bit of a giant elephant, but...
See, this was one of my tops also. They were the first one I saw on the runway, and I immediately appreciated the fact that, okay, well, it's not a ringmaster, but it is a character from the circus. And it was so well done. The paint was right for me. I don't know if that was a bald cap or if it was a bald cap, it's extremely well done.
It is.
And if it isn't, well, cool. Even just the paint and all that was right. But yeah, I was there for all that. I don't know if you got the paperweight thing. They came out and the weights were paper, so I was like, oh, okay, I guess paperweight is the gag, maybe. I don't know if that was supposed to be, but I kind of was running with that. Was laughing all the way through the performance. I thought it was fun. This was a big 5 for me.
5 amps of camp for me too for Hanna-Barbera. Just amazing. We have 2 left. We've got Nutella Fitzgerald as our tight rope walker wearing a rope ballerina look. What do you think?
Okay, we're going to also have to give some snaps and props to this one. And here's the thing. Sister is once again making their own costumes and so smart about it. When they said that the costume was made out of rope and they were doing this tightrope person who was a pathological liar and a glue sniffer and all that, the story was just insane all over the place. The performance, I have to say this for Nutella. I said this about Vivian Vendetta Sinclair on their season. I'm going to say it again. This performer has some comic chops, and you mark my words, they're going to go far with that. The mugging, the facial expressions, the story, it just had me laughing the whole time. I was there for all of it. The only critique, and this was one that was given to me on my season from the judges, was the fact that if you are going to show a large portion of your upper torso, that perhaps a necklace or some bit of jewelry, just to kind of, I get it that the hairy chest is part of the bit or the gag, but also that, maybe just a little necklace there to pull it all in. But other than that, I thought this was genius. I mean, the tassels, all of that, and the glue sniffing. I hollered. This was another one for me that was 5.
Yeah, no, 5 amps. I am really surprised about the hairy chest because we've seen it a couple times. So I am interested to see if she might change that up because I wasn't expecting it when I was looking at her Instagram previously. So I was like, oh, is the hairy chest thing a thing she does? Okay, I guess it is.
Seems to be a typical part of the gag. I'm mad at a hairy chested queen. I'm there for it, but because there was that large space, and I think last week was the same thing.
Exactly, it's the same thing. Yeah. Oh gosh, and that's why I don't know. I'm gonna be the mean one. I'm gonna give her a 4 because I want to see more.
Okay.
Yeah. But I like it. There's something about it that's just like missing for me. I don't know. Okay. But I did love the ballet. I love the ballet. And
the parasols were serving fringe benefits. I just thought it was very clever. I think that the I like to get inside their mind and see what's going on when they're creating these outfits, that the whole story kind of ties into what they're making. I think that's very smart drag.
And finally, we have Amber Vanderbilt as the clown lady. What do you think of Amber?
You know, this is the weird thing. I was not mad at this look. This is something I probably would have worn on stage as well. Here's the thing for me.
Yeah,
There's
two
parts to that. First of all is the fact that I think the silhouette could have been improved upon a little bit by the fact that some crinolines under the skirt or a hoop skirt or something, just to give it that extra something, and maybe some shoulder pads because the epaulets were sloping a little bit. The jacket looked a little big, so maybe cinching it in somewhat. But I did actually like the look. I think that the curse here is the fact that it was referencing somebody from a previous season. And as we know with Camp Wannakiki, I saw it on my season. Debbie Fox, one of my favorite drag performers ever. Shout out Justice for Debbie. Came out in an Alexis Bevels homage, and the Sugar Bakers did not love it. And so when she came out, I automatically thought of what Muffy had did last season, which was so like next level. That was one of the iconic runways ever on Camp Wannakiki, was that popcorn look that she did. So my thing is, if you're going to take that risk to do that homage, then it has to be that next level. And I think it was fine, but it could have been up here as opposed to maybe here.
My thought on the look is I love it as a campy clown Amber Vanderbilt. However, I think the pieces all together don't necessarily tell this cohesive story of the clown. It's like, I don't know, is she a popcorn person, or is she a ringmaster, or is she a Mariah Carey with that wig? I don't know. So I'm just kind of so I'm just like, and the performance was kind of lacking. If she's gonna be a clown, I want some clowning or juggling or like, I don't know, beauty
that came later when she gave her farewell speech.
The farewell speech was good.
It was the clownery.
It was Mariah Carey. Just come out singing off tune. You'd be a great Mariah Carey impersonator.
You know, but
so it was a little bit off for me. I'm not going to be a bitch and give her what she deserves. I'm going to give her 3 amps of camp.
Listen, I'm going to go with a 3 also. Like I said, because the devil's in the details, and this is the thing that any one of those people could have been sent home, you know, or not.
Totally.
That there were so many good looks on that stage that they had to look for those fine points. And so those little things maybe could have taken it to the next level.
I mean, how many 5s did we do? We gave so many people 5s, so it was really like, you have to step it up. It can't just be an okay look. It has to be a phenomenal look. You know?
Yeah.
So poor Amber.
Well, and I hate to see her go because, you know, shout out to my my Texas sister there. They don't claim me as kin, but that's fine. I love them anyways. And I have no doubt that coming with that pedigree and with what they've already presented, that they're going to have no problems just slaying it in the drag world.
Yeah, I love Amber. I got to meet her. Miss her very much. I'm so sorry that she's going home already, taking the hike. But we all love you, Amber. Unfortunately, Amber did take the hike. Yeah. It's too bad. Martina was also in danger, though. So, I mean, we're going to have to be looking out for Martina, because hopefully we get something good from her soon.
Well, I think maybe that the flaw was not the message, but the way it was delivered.
Yeah. And the winner of today was Nutella Fitzgerald. Are you in agreement with Nutella as the winner? Or did you see anyone else in the top?
You know, I'm not gonna lie about it. I love Nutella, and I thought what she did was fine and smart. But the two that gagged me the most, I think, were Stevie and our strong.
Hanna-Barbera.
Yes, yeah. I just thought those were all together. Everything was happening from the look to the presentation to just all of it. So that was
I was a little surprised. I would have given it to one of them too, for sure.
Yeah.
But Nutella, whatever you did in that room, whatever drugs you gave them to
gave them some of that
sure
glue to huff, so they were there.
Yeah, it was the glue. They're all high on glue. Now we know how to win Camp Wannakiki. Just drug the sugar bakers. What a fun episode. And I mean, I'm so glad I got to catch up with you and we got to talk shit about all these people.
You actually got to go to the premiere party, I guess, and meet all these fabulous entertainers and stuff.
I did.
Or did anybody like gag you or leave you with some kind of impressions?
Well, they gagged me, but I escaped. So it was...
She's from Canada. Let's gag her.
Exactly. I'm wilier than I look. I can't say I was gagged by anyone in particular. I really fell in love with every single one of them, which I mean, they're all so talented and really bringing really fun stuff to the show. I'm so happy to see Camp Wannakiki just continuing to evolve and grow and get better and better and better.
And are we going to see another season?
I don't know. We'll have to see. But I mean, at least we have these this season to go through, right?
OutTV, you better pick it up.
Yeah, all you people out there, call OutTV and your mayor.
I show you support for camp. This is our telethon. Yeah. We're gonna do a camp telethon. Listen.
Where else are you gonna see stupid campy drag? On a platform like this. Come on, it exists. It's legitimate. Like Katie was saying, the Radical Fairies, the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, Dina Martina. Like, none of us belong on these other shows at all. We're idiots. So
I did see a couple of these performers were at DragCon, by the way.
Yes,
I don't know if you've seen the posts coming through, but I think that a couple of the performers from this season were out there representing CW at DragCon.
Yep. No, and DragCon. So check all that stuff out. And anyway, I guess that's the show. That's the episode. I hope it was good for you. Was it good for you? It was good for me.
It was good for me. I'm about ready to dive into a bag of popcorn. Listen.
Amber, get the popcorn ready. Hot and ready popcorn.
The peanuts.
Well, make sure to go check out Ms. Kitty on their social media. You're on Instagram, right?
Not anymore. I got hacked so many times. I just gave up on that process. But I am still on the Facebooks. I have my YouTube channel and whatnot. So y'all follow me. Come and see me sometime.
Yeah, we all love you, Miss Kitty. So thanks for being on
Hillary. Give my best to Clinica.
I will. All right, well, bye, cultists. We'll see you next time on Cult Wannakiki. Let's take them out with a wicked laugh, Kitty.
Do you want to kiki? Do you want to
Do you want to kiki? Do you want to kiki? Cult Wannakiki, Cult Wannakiki, Cult Wannakiki, 1, 2, 3. Cult Wannakiki, Cult Wannakiki, Cult. Okay, that's enough. Yeah.